Okay then, and apparently the teams are gonna be set again, because Bari with Gold Lion, and right now it's gonna be switched. Brutos is gonna be playing with him instead of Itachi. Amigos de Ovelio with Gold Lion. And they're gonna be playing against King Rafiki with Jellyfish and Shelty. Those are from Dot. King Rafiki, not entirely certain. But the civilizations are kinda fun so far. Gold Lion apparently sticking with Hisra. He's having... well... that is promising quite a fun game. Bari with Odin again. Let's switch off right now the music. Oh well, it actually ended by itself. So that's kinda nice bonus. But anyway, here we are ready. With Bari, Goldline and Brutos gonna be playing apparently Odin, Ra and Oranos. And against them, Shelty with Jellyfish with Rafiki. Zeus, Odin, Oranos. So they are kinda missing the Ra there, but it's gonna be a battle between Zeus and Ra, Goldline versus Shelty. What kind of map? Oasis, that's fun. It is indeed fun. The coffee, yeah. Not entirely certain they would actually want someone like me speaking for them. With my English and accent and stepping on my tongue and everything like that. But anyway, there we go. We are gonna be seeing Brutos and Shelty in pretty deep pocket positions. Or is it a pocket? No, that's not a pocket. That's a funny flank. That's a really unusual flank position in such a corner. It usually is if you are in a pocket, actually. But that's definitely not the case right about now here, as Shelty is gonna be playing with Rafiki, who is the one in the pocket, with Jellyfish on the other flank. So Jellyfish against Brutos, and it's gonna be Oranos against an Odin. Kinda interesting matchup. As at the top side, it will be, of course, Shelty against Gold Lion. Oh, well, that's gonna be juicy. That's gonna be definitely juicy. They will be having something to talk about and battle about from the last game. I'm fairly certain about that. And so far, looking at the TC's actually positioned quite nicely for Shelty, especially. Can see he's fairly close, and he does have the gold in kinda solid position, because this is gonna be probably resulting into like Migdol here. I think that shouldn't be all that. Oh, Migdol. Migdol. I'm still in the last game. That is Ra. He's not, definitely. So where are we going with Bari? That should be the high hunt for him. And where did he actually cast it? Or rather, great hunt. Oh, that was Jellyfish. I was right now confused. So yeah, oh, that's a lot of everything. That's a lot of everything for him. Plenty of zebras. Plenty of goats right there as well. So that's gonna be helpful. And he's apparently sending that into the pocket player. Shelty, whoever is lying double that side. Let the other side win solo. I think that's a pretty good idea though. That's a very good strategy. I think that's also based on the last game. Where definitely, yeah, he does have him. He definitely does have him. Because on the last game, it was all about Gold Lion mostly. Bari, let's face it, wasn't that important in that game. They were having just a bit of a 1v1 with Knorrs. He wasn't in the team game all that much. They were really having 1v1. Whereas Itachi wasn't half bad. He wasn't half bad. But right now, with Brutos in there, I don't think they should really underestimate everything all that much. Because, yeah, Brutos is not bad if I remember him correctly from RTS League. I do remember him playing there. I hope that I'm not wrong. That's quite solid, as right now Bari's gonna be using his own great hunt, and that was... oh well, on all the zebras, and he didn't use it on the goats. He didn't use it on the goats, the same as Jellyfish, so Jellyfish is gonna be, of course, the advantage, having the advantage of all of those goats. But I'm at this point thinking that he might be actually stolen from, because of course there's the one Ra with shifting sands, and that's what they do quite a bit. So yeah, at this point it's gonna be King Rafiki coming to Shelty. That's gonna be a hard on double on Gold Lion. And I'm definitely curious how that's gonna be working out, because based on the last game, how are we expecting Gold Lion to be coming for the second TC? I'm definitely curious if he's gonna be brave or, well, brave. At this point, I'm kinda hovering between brave and stupid and coming for the front TC. Because of course, if he's gonna be somehow finding out, well, right now he should be, that he's playing against Shelty on the flank, then I don't think he should be underestimating it all that much. And should be coming for the back one, always. But he might be really feeling kinda comfortable and strong after the last game. And coming for the front one, which could be really backfiring really heavily if he does that. So let's see. That's gonna be potentially one game breaking and game making moment in this one. But yeah, we'll just see what's gonna happen later. As this apparently is gonna be a double Oasis. That's gonna be a bit of a passage in the middle. And there is gonna be another important spot in the game. Because whoever controls the middle, that is now full on darkness. And of course a bit later gonna be having quite a nice chance how to surprise the opponent in the middle. It almost kind of seems like Mickey Mouse when you look at it. Those big ears and some kind of face already decomposing there a bit slightly. But anyway, yeah, still on the zebras for the red player, of course, as we had about 4 minutes. So everybody should be advancing, but not really everybody is. Can see Freya for him, Prometheus for I am Brutos. So they're apparently gonna be having quite solid 1v1 and plenty of goats already for the yellow player. As he is having, of course, the Economy Guild coming for the Hendaks, and otherwise just protecting the gold exactly as he should be. So yeah, kinda playing overall solid. Gold line, get in, better mid unit, crush armor. Yeah, that's my favorite relic that probably does absolutely nothing. It's gonna be relic for better ball hit points, that's good. Especially good for him to take, so that his opponent doesn't have it. A cheaper archer throws centaurs. Wow, that's good. Right next to Zeus, none less. Or rather, no less. That's good. Good. And Heartless Folly for better scout unit LOS. That's actually not half bad. And I think that it might be working for priests. Not right now entirely positive about it, but I think that it actually might. And, well, of course, priests already do see quite far away. So if they could be seen even more, it could be a whole lot better. And just now, basically looking at the goal position of Gold Line, the double, if it's gonna be really done well by Shelty and King Grafiki, it's gonna be really problematic because he's gonna be probably losing the goal. The next gold is right next to the TC at the backside, so if he plays it conservatively and goes for the back TC in there for some 2 TC faster heroic, he could be getting away with it, but still it's gonna be really risky. As overall, of course, blue is on the giraffes in the middle. He's gonna be sending maybe a few villages. Well, probably not. He's probably gonna be building up about middle here, because he's gonna be joined by King Grafiki, I would be expecting. As Titan's treasure is also being captured, that's kinda nice. And that's actually a funny relic. That's a very funny relic that I probably haven't yet seen used properly. Because when you think about it in a team game, for example, in the last game, when you had the 3 Titans, if you imagine this relic, you can very easily cycle it through the players. And instead of getting the bonus only once for 1 player, you can just give it to your teammates. And you're gonna be saving on 3 Titans 25%, so you basically have like almost 1 Titan for free amongst your team. And I really don't remember anybody using it this way, this kind of relic. It's of course quite often spawned in team games, especially on maps where there are plenty of relics. So yeah, it's some, sorry, that's just, damn it, just some kind of idea. I don't speak properly anymore. As really, that's a big advantage and shouldn't be underestimated at all, especially on the favor. It could be helpful, for example, for Egyptians, even for the Atlanteans sometimes. So yeah, that's that. And Shelty, come on. You don't want to lose the Jason that easily. But he's at least right now forcing Gold Line off the front TC, so he's gonna be only the back one. As we are looking at a bit of a... Yeah, that just happened. Forest Fire on 1 lone tree. Maybe he did kill at least one of the units in there. But still, that's 1 solid Forest Fire. And so of course right now Jellyfish is gonna be painful, that it seems like. As he's having kind of hard time against Brutos, even though he was having very good start with all the extra hand that he got himself. He's right now falling back. As the Atlantean is having quite a nice game so far, but the wall is already in place. He does have the extra 8 points for his walls, but oh, has he actually noticed this? Maybe this hasn't been scouted by him, but by yellow. If not, then of course red is gonna be in pretty deep problems very soon. There's gonna be a second TC captured by Bari in the middle of the map. And how's it looking otherwise? Second TC also for the Atlantean in the middle. That kinda makes sense. And it seems that the double is not gonna be like... I thought they might be like rushing him with a double. That's usually what you actually see as a double and think of as a double. But apparently it's gonna be like late game double. So nothing all that unusual is gonna be happening in here. As the wall in the middle by Bari is definitely important. And you can see exactly why. Because Rafiki is right now completely stopped from going for easy raid. And of course Steel will be knowing about that, and maybe could be sending villagers there to actually, or the villagers units there, to rebuild the tower, or rebuild the wall. But apparently not. It's gonna be a whole lot easier then to maybe even build the wall. Maybe for Shelty, because I don't think there are gonna be all that many citizens for green. Well, he's not really that far away though. So he could be easily building the wall there as well himself. But anyway, there we go, we are kinda middle of the game. With Gold Lion coming for the rain, going for his faster heroic, of course, with the 2 TCs. As Shelty is finishing his front one and building already double arch range and stable combination for himself. Yeah, it's kinda okay. Kinda okay. Maybe would be needing a few more stables a bit later, because of course the Epicons are taking quite a long time to make. And it's gonna be another monument. And how many does he have? Gonna be a second one. So is he like Is he like maybe gonna be producing a few Petsuchai here and there? Kinda wouldn't underestimate that option. Doesn't seem really all that stupid. Low and pickaxe coming forward for both players. And well, yeah, right now Red is basically just confirming that he's definitely having kind of hard time against Brutos. As Brutos seems to be kind of owning the situation quite a bit, but apparently there's gonna be enough assistance right now from King Rafiki to exactly put that to stop. And yeah, right now Red is gonna be knowing there's a problem with the wall, and hopefully he's gonna be plugging it sooner rather than later, as he does have quite a solid army. But being the Odin, he cannot really spawn any kind of extra mythical units as Loki, of course, and he has to rely on all the Scralings and Ulfsags, but he is not really upgraded in there yet. Only the Lone Wanderer for the better speed, but that's pretty much it. Kinda has to be said that his opponent doesn't have any upgrades either, so it's not like it's much of a difference in there. But yeah, well, please kinda plug the hole. It's really kinda bothering me at this point there, since he knows about it and everything. But Shelty is coming forward right into gold, and this is gonna be fairly interesting because Hathor is coming up just now, and this is definitely gonna be forcing Gold Lion into defensive Migdol. I'm not sure certain where, because building it about here is quite risky. He doesn't really need that gold all that much. So he could still build it about here. I think this is like the best spot that he could be building it at this point. Yeah, it seems like the best spot, all things considered. Okay, the Petugos coming forward for a bit of raiding maybe already. We'll see about that, but at this point pretty much the game is gonna be for Shelty to try and control this DC. I think, yeah, he probably didn't want to do that. I think he had actually the Toxotes standing next to the TC so that he sees if his opponent is trying to sneak there. And then he basically double-clicked or selected his whole army and just kind of forgot about that. And right now Shelty asking if he actually needs a ceasefire, and I don't think that he actually needs it. And he should be definitely careful about that, sending villages forward, because as soon as CS came forward, I'm fairly certain that Gold Lion would be sending actually his guys forward and try to steal the TC for himself, or steal is his. But anyway, there we go, Locus coming forward, and that's another one that I don't think is actually all that well used by Gold Lion. Because right now, even though he killed plenty of villages, let's not say that he didn't, but just thinking in the combination with the TC, under ceasefire, if your opponent was trying to take this TC, you can just easily destroy him by exactly the Locus. You would be killing all the villages. You can even also use it to basically prevent repair of any kind of building, like town centers, fortresses, even military buildings just like that. So I think that was kind of a sweet opportunity, as at this point he will probably be wanting to force. However, no, you can use Locust during ceasefire. It's no problem, Locust do deal still the damage. That's why it's actually a good power that I think is actually kind of vastly misused in basically just the normal usage on the villages, on the gold somewhere and something like that. And it has basically a lot deeper tactical implications, because exactly right now see the problem, yeah? Because if Shelty is gonna be falling back and gonna be forced back by Gold Lion, he's gonna be casting ceasefire. The TC is gonna be getting finished, and if he had still Locus, he could be completely stopping that. Just casting it there, TC wouldn't be coming up, and Shelty would have absolutely nothing to do, because Locus are 25 seconds. So 25 seconds, impossible to build. Probably killing the villages on top of that. So that's absolute like mega win for him in that situation, of course. But yeah, well, there's just a few things like that are kind of not really used. So maybe something to think about for the players, if there are not better options how to use a few things. So it seems like a Shelty won't be even needed in the ceasefire. But at the bottom, it seems kind of fishy for Jellyfish. So yeah. Let's see how Jelly is gonna be dealing with this fishy situation for this, and I'm kind of thinking this is looking like a ceasefire definitely for him. Yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna be needed. Shelty is definitely recognizing that, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice basically because by this you see that Shelty is paying attention all across the map. That's what you should be doing in a team game. Team game is not about playing 1v1 with your opponent. It's about being aware of what's happening all across the map. Because of course, if you are informed of what's happening on the other map, you are gonna be inevitably making better decisions on your side as well. Because you know when you can afford to push, when you can expect your opponents to help themselves or something like that. So yeah, there we go with the ceasefire. At this point doesn't really matter a whole lot. It's just gonna be help through bottom, but definitely a huge help is gonna be needed there. So is Shelty coming into Heroic Age for Underworld Passage? Yes, he is. So I'm kinda thinking this might be heading into Underworld Passage through bottom from Shelty. Yeah, exactly. This is definitely looking like that. But in the meantime, Shelty definitely needs to build up a lot of military buildings. I think he should have been a bit more defensive and basically plastered them across the TC, so that he denies any kind of easy access to siege towers for the opponent. I think that should have happened. But anyway, there we go. And Hesperit is being cast somewhere, I don't know where. But Goldline going for... Oh, this is gonna be kinda tricky. For Radiant on the gold, quite nicely done. But Heroic Age, Apollo coming forward, TC is gonna be dead anyway. So at this point, I'm not entirely certain if actually the Underworld Passage is gonna be all that needed. Or rather, if it's gonna be the correct choice. Because at this point, he probably will have to defend himself and might be wanting to apply a bit more pressure on Gold Lion. And I'm thinking that really Green should be helping a whole lot more. So far he's only sending the Dryads. Oh, because he was raiding with Kontarai. But if he was actually hoping for destroying TCs, he needs to make them hero. Because Lance of Stone only works on hero. Right now, final Heroic Age for Brutos as well, so everybody's probably gonna be in the next age, right? Or no, just Jellyfish is still sticking to his classical age, and he's apparently right now gonna be having significant problem advancing forward. Yeah, this is basically full on 2 versus 1. There's absolutely no way. No way that Jellyfish could have defended, so it's understandable that it's going this way. But maybe King Rafiki is not gonna be still too late. With the Dryads and with the Kantara, he might be kinda helping. But fighting with Kantara against the infantry, that's usually not such a great idea. You can right now see kinda why. And Shelty, well, he's gonna be having a bit of a fun against Goldline, but yeah, I think right now that Goldline is having more fun than Shelty with all the shooting all across here. Like on an execution row in here, because quite obviously archers Toxotai are not gonna be good enough against this wall of siege towers, but he is having fortified TC already for himself. Some hoplits in there, but not all that many upgrades. Not all that many upgrades for him. And right now, yep, quite nicely walled up. And Bari, but that's exactly something that King Rafiki should be doing as well. As Underworld Passage is being cast from where to where? From here all the way to the bottom. And it's exactly, of course, gonna be... Oh, to the backside in there. And there we go. What? Why did Goldline go here? Well, that was a massive miscommunication. It was an absolutely massive miscommunication. I think that he didn't know that Bari will be casting Frost. Because this is exactly the danger with Underworld Passage that you need to be aware of if your opponent is having Scuddy. Because he's gonna be trapping your army. And you are not having any kind of army to defend yourself. So imagine the absolute disaster for Shelty. If a Goldline stayed to the top side. That was exactly what I was expecting he's gonna do. Advance forward on the TC. Shelty having no army whatsoever. He's gonna be losing the TC without any kind of question. So that was a huge luck at this point for for Shelty, to be honest. That was a huge luck for him, to be honest, that they miscommunicated heavily. Bari with Gold Lion. Everybody having the same score team for a moment in there. So right now, what's gonna be Gold Lion doing? I'm not entirely certain. He will have to, of course, escape from this position that's gonna be taking him a long time. So with right now Mythical Age coming forward, and even a heavy amount of hoplites, of course, with all the 4 TCs for Shelty coming there as well. It seems that, well, Gold Lion is on the verge of not having a good rest of this battle. So at the bottom, it seems like that finally the proper help from King Rafiki is gonna be in place for Jellyfish, and they're gonna be stabilizing the situation at least. It's always gonna be slightly tricky, as we're gonna be looking, of course, at the storm, decimating all the available units, and especially those mercenaries coming forward, and all the hoplites coming to help. Yeah, even without upgrades, they're just basically medium hoplites without any upgrades. Gonna be destroying the big doll in no time, and right now continue with the TC fairly soon as well, I'm expecting. Yeah, there are plenty of them, but they're of course gonna be dying, as finally the armies are coming there, and there we go. With Hero Kontarai, they're gonna be having the Lance of Stone against all the extra, rather with all the extra attack against buildings, and Scary for Jellyfish, Osiris for Gold Lion, and Balder from Bari. So let's see if Bari, where is he gonna be helping. I'm thinking he might be a bit more tempted to the right side, as the TC raiding is going very well from King Rafiki right about now, even killing a few villages here and there, it seems. So yeah, that's exactly what he wants to do in this game apparently, and it's not gonna be half bad. And the hoplites, they will be killing the TC or not. That's very close indeed. It seems that they might be. Yes, they are, with a bit of a help of a few Hero Kontarai with a huge attack, of course, against town centers. This is Gold Lion down to only 1 TC. And there we go, with even a Medusa coming forward and turning a few units into stone. That's of course extremely powerful myth unit if you use it properly. Basically something similar to Mummy, with the insta-kills of everything. So there we are with the TC yet again, being attempted right now by Gold Lion. And if there's... oh, that's a lot of Heroes of Ragnarok coming for Shelty. He might have actually wanted to keep... yeah, he definitely did. He should have kept the Lightning Storm for the Heroes of Ragnarok. That was a mistake. That was a mistake by him, quite significant one. I mean, he took the TC, but he's right now gonna be heavily punished for that, because he doesn't have upgrade on anything. You can see absolutely no upgrades. Only archers, normal hoplites. He definitely needs to be switching into Hypaspis. He already is. So it's nice to see, but there is also quite a strong push through the middle, obviously. With all the walling coming forward by Bari, and King Rafiki just never walled up in the middle. They're right now gonna be paying for that. As Brutos is in with the Mythical Age for Hecate and Tartarian Gate. And yeah, this is right now gonna be Shelty under very heavy attack. Not really by much by Gold Lion, but mainly by Bari. And he will be needing all the help that he can actually humanely get. As at this point, Iron Brutos is all over Jellyfish. Jellyfish having a very hard time. Right now, even Tartarian Gate right into the middle of his base of economy. And of course, these guys are gonna be even coming for the TC very soon indeed, as he's having plenty of idlers and it doesn't seem all that promising. Though, Brutos is playing kinda without TCs. You can see he's having only one. He's gonna be having 0 pretty soon. And you see how they are doing a good job in that, King Rafiki. But is it gonna be enough? That I'm not all that certain, because this Ragnarok is gonna be very problematic. You can see how Shelty is being right now hammered, with all the siege towers coming forward and on the Heroes of Ragnarok. But the Heroes of Ragnarok are... well, they're kinda dwindling. Oh well, not really. I was just looking at the left side, I just didn't see this one. Okay, that's a bit of a more problem. Bit more of a problem than the left side, a whole lot, as they are still alive, but much more important that those siege towers are gonna be destroying the TC, and it's gonna be Gold Lion coming back to 3 and having a much better game from there on forward. So far doesn't have any upgrades, so he's not really that strong, but Jellyfish is mythic into Ragnarok. Son of Osiris coming for Gold Lion, and that is gonna be of course here. Yep, and coming forward with Migdol, and then the TC a bit later. Though, Shelty is doing what he can to try and destroy, well, with Bellerophon of course, it's a whole lot easier, all the siege towers, and it seems that he's gonna be able to hold on Gold Lion. But question is, if actually King Rafiki is gonna be all that ready for the remainder of Bari's army. They don't have really all that many upgrades, baseline and bronze on the mail, nothing really all that major, but he's gonna be losing TC, as he is basically destroying TCs of the enemy, and oh, that's a lot of resources wasted fighting against the Dryads. Yeah, that's not good. But anyway, we're gonna be right now getting away from that army, as Heroes of Ragnarok right now gonna be coming from Jellyfish, and Jellyfish is not having any upgrades whatsoever. Only copper shields for himself. Only for himself, as he's gonna be of course freeing himself the TC and maybe completely destroying yellow. It's not really all that impossible, because the concerted effort with of course also destroying the TCs, right now coming back on at least the one in there, might be kinda working, but we mustn't forget that this is still going on. But oh man, is Green ready. Is Green ready with all the heavy Kontarai in there. He's having good upgrades, all bronze. That's actually very good. Very good upgrades for him. He's basically right now destroyed the rest of the Heroes of Ragnarok. They're kinda non-existent. And since Shelty is still surviving and he was able to keep alive the 4th TC, not basically letting it go to Gold Lion, that is significantly important for him, as that will most definitely allow him to still apply pressure to the opponent and slowly but surely get the upgrades. As so far he's finally having happy Hypaspis. Oh, happy Hypaspis. Heavy Hypaspis rather. With copper shields just. But it's not like his opponent is any better. He's having no upgrades whatsoever, but right now Iron Shields to help him against all the Toxotai. Well, that was quite nicely by the... No! Use the special attack on this dude. You need to micro this properly, Shelty, please. Oh well, apparently he doesn't have even shooting under himself, only Masons in there. But Bellerophon so should be basically jumping on Son of Osiris. Yep, exactly like that. Could you see that? That was one heavy chunk. Taking out of Son of Osiris, the spear right in the middle of his eyes. And definitely hurt him, as right now he's down to about 100 hit points, so I'm thinking about 1-2 extra hits and he's gonna be down from Bellerophon. And especially with all the archers coming forward, he's gonna be very easy to pick up. So another pick off and pick out and everything, all the prepositions in there. I'm just gonna be waiting for at least one fortress so they can produce the Helepoli, because they are gonna be of course quite significant for the battle. Alright, so this battle seems to be going not anywhere all that much, as the spawn of hell is right here from Jellyfish. All the army coming forward, but he's having good army right now, Brutos. Champion Archive with not that many upgrades, but it's not like that it's all that much better. Oh well, he actually did improve at least slightly into all of them, but Vortex is coming, and Vortex is from whom? From King Rafiki, right. And where did he go with it? There did he go. Into the middle of the trade. That's, well, that's a solid one. That's quite a solid one. You can see how many are there dying, especially for Gold Line. And since the gold is gonna be kinda running out at this point for the easy spots that they could be gathering, and especially Gold Line, it's gonna be resulting, of course, into quite heavy losses for his economy. And with all the dudes being all around, destroying everything, it's not looking all that great for the team on the left side, as the one on the right finally Helipoli coming forward. Where is the fortress? There it is. There it is in the middle to help protect the middle of the map if there was another sneak from Bari coming forward. It's not looking, again, great for Gold Line. He did have the opportunity. Unfortunately, couldn't capitalize on it all that much. And yeah, I'm kinda afraid that the catapult is just not gonna be enough at this point, as Shelty is nicely upgraded with Architects and Fortified TC, so everything tops. As Son of Osiris is only at 76 hit points, which is gonna be resulting into him dying to another reincarnation of Bellerophon pretty soon. I'm fairly certain about that. Okay, so TC down. We have already seen destruction of this TC. So that is still advancing forward, but he's of course heavily losing units. Not like losing, but losing units. Just unfortunate pause in there. As I had to go, but anyway, with all of those Champion Archive and of course all the damage from the buildings and not all that many upgrades for the red player, it's inevitably kinda hard for him. Kinda hard for him to keep being a presence. Right now he definitely should be kinda slowing down the attack and exactly taking the front TC and try to reestablish his economy as soon as possible, because he should be getting into a position where he's gonna be out of the population problem. It's exactly looking like that, and we are with the guys coming forward. They're apparently gonna be trying to destroy the TC altogether, and that's definitely gonna be working. Yeah, he doesn't need to destroy this, he just needs to destroy the TC at this point. And even the mercenaries, which are right now pretty much keeping him alive, are not gonna be enough as... oh well, that's gonna be a bit of a frost right now by Jellyfish. To be honest, at this point, he probably just didn't know where to cast it, because there are not all that many useful opportunities for himself. So this is kinda better than nothing. But yet again, please don't attack frozen units. You're doing literally 1 damage per hit. You can do something different, like take all the units, try and go to destroy another TC into the middle of the trade, something like that. Just... if you have something else, you can do something else. As right now there's a TC down for Bari, who's down to only 2 TCs. And he just wasn't seeing how he could be continuing, especially with Gold Line also being right now only 1 TC, and he just didn't have any kind of chance against what was coming for him. And Brutos is gonna be the only and last one player fighting for the team on left side. At yeah, well, that's gonna be obviously just a losing battle, but he apparently wants to be having a bit of a 1v1 right now to finish it with Jellyfish, but with not enough TCs, and of course the game being kinda gone. It's gonna be a GG, and another very nice game that we have seen today. Nicely done, and Shelty definitely very well played, yeah. It was all about him, but that mistake with the shifting sense of Gold Line and the Frost of Bari, I'm actually really kinda close to call it. That was a moment where Gold Line's team could have won it. He could have definitely at that point taken down the TC. Not sure if take it fully, but he could have destroyed it definitely. And that would have been a whole different game for him. That would have been a whole different game. That was really crucial gameplay. Crucial gameplay and miscommunication on the left side of the map. Unfortunate for them. Lucky, of course, for the team on the right side, but they followed up properly. And they were ready in these correct situations and correct timings, so they definitely deserved the victory, of course. As there was a really tough situation for Jellyfish for like the majority of the game. He was having a very hard time against Brutos. But in the end, Rafiki was there exactly on time and was able to help him properly, alleviate the pressure, and then, of course, even the Ragnarok definitely helped him secure the game for himself fully. Let's check into the post-game then. It's gonna be Shelty with a high score, but Rafiki not really that far away. You can see literally 2 points behind him. It's very close. Gold Line the best from his team. Rafiki good echo. And his raid-in, well, it was definitely noticeable, because you can kind of think that it's not anything all that major. But when you are having Horses running in your base, destroying your TCs and economy. It's just... It's kind of... First, it's demoralizing slightly, so you kind of tend to make a few more mistakes if you're under pressure. And it just kind of mounts up. Just kind of mounts up overall. You can see Shelty 344 military count. That's like a double of everybody else. What the hell? It was a solid meat grinder right there. Like Verdun from the First World War. Yeah, Bari, that was the strength of the Ragnarok. That was definitely quite a scare for Shelty's team. But after that, it was just getting a whole lot harder. And it was also because of Rafiki's good trading. Because he was kind of disallowing Bari to get into the game, back with his economy. That was also one of the reasons why he just wasn't all that much of a presence lately. He just couldn't get going. You can see he only got at 60. After about 6-7 minutes of producing villages from TCs that were constantly getting destroyed. So, GG.